Hi Flosstube friends, it's Liliana from I'll Be Stitching Forever. Welcome to my channel. If we haven't met yet, I'm Liliana and it's so nice to meet you. I'm glad you guys decided to stop by and check out my video. Today I have some finishes to share with you guys. I have some WIPS that I've been working on for the past few days, weeks. And then I also have a new playlist that I want to talk about that I just created. The playlist I created, I labeled it Stitch Life Diaries. So it's a little bit of a different format than like this one is, where you see me. But I have my camera over my desk and I'm filming my WIPs. So I'll choose a WIP for that evening to work on. I'll show you what it looks like from the last time I have worked on it. I will choose a goal, just a small goal to reach, like I'll add this flower or this hill or whatever it may be that I want to reach. And then I will show you if I've reached that goal or not before I decided to quit on it. But, you know, I work on it anywhere from a day to a month sometimes. So it depends on the WIP that I'm working on. And if I'm really having a lot of fun with it, I'll work on it longer. Maybe a week, 2 weeks, like I said, even a month. So, but I am trying to work more on my WIPs to give it a little bit of time for each one. And I'll share that with you. And then I also will share, I'll interject a few clips of my personal life in there too. If you guys are interested in that type of format, that playlist is there for you if you're interested in watching it. And if you have watched it already, I have like 4 entries in it now. I just uploaded one yesterday. Entry 4 is there. And if you have seen those videos all the way through, that is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this video right now, are all those that I worked through my first entry to my 4th entry. They're all here. And if you guys are not into that format, that's fine. You know, everyone likes different channels and that do different things, and so it's fine. You guys can just watch my regular Flosstube videos, which I will always label Flosstube, whatever the number is. Like this one is Flosstube 52. And you won't miss anything if you don't want to see my my playlist that is called Stitch Life Diaries. If you don't want to watch that, you're not going to miss anything, because I'm still going to share them in this type of video format. So I hope that made sense, because I've tried to explain this a few times. So I'm recording about 3 or 4 times later. This is like my 4th time trying to explain it without explaining too much, over explanation or under explanation. But anyway, I hope it made sense. I have water in this cup that it's one of my favorite cups. As you can see, it has a butterfly on it, and I am a butterfly lady, you can say. And in the cup at the bottom, it says, "Be grateful for today." And I am very grateful for today. And every day that the Lord gives me, it's a special cup. But yeah, it reminds me to be grateful. So I have also found a new tea that I absolutely love, and it's called Elderberry Lemon Balm Immune Plus Stress with Ashwagandha. And it is so, so good. It's so delicious. The only problem I have with it is that I cannot drink it during the day. It makes me so relaxed. It puts me to sleep. So it's a night tea for me. And it comes in these little purple packages. And I just love my new tea. Okay, so I have all my bags unzipped and ready to go. I'm going to add a photo here of what this project looks like, because I have it in a book and I don't have the book here with me. So I'm going to put it here of what it will look like. And it's called Silent Night. And I'm not going to give you all the information, only because I went through that in my playlist. So if you guys need any information on it, like the stitch count or whatever, go to the playlist and you'll find it there. So anyway, oh, this is what, like when I last worked on it, and this is what it looks like now. So what I did, as you can see, the next time I picked it up, I did all the stuff inside that box there. The angels, the little Christmas tree, the little homes that you can barely see, but they're in there. And the stars, and oh my gosh. I just love it. I really like this pattern. And it's going to be a long one, because it's, like you saw in the photo, it's a long one. And I'm having fun with it. The next one is by Janlin. It is called Joy in the Journey. And I'll show you what it will look like when it's finished. That is what it will look like when it's done. This is where I last worked on it. And this is where it is now. So can you guys see that without, how's that? That looks better. So I put in the border on each side, and then I had an error that when I picked it up, I noticed it. It wasn't a big deal. I mean, it was just the sequence of the color of the leaf was wrong. So all these were correct except that one. So I changed the color. I didn't have to do it, but I did it. It wasn't a big deal because it was so small. It's just so small. It was not a big deal. So I did that. Went ahead and fixed it. And my next one is, I worked on bird post. Here is the photo. Really cute. Now I had problems with this one. I had to, when I picked it up, notice that I had made a mistake. So I had to frog and I had to fudge. That's another reason why I'm glad I made a playlist of my day-to-day WIP shares, because if I have any problems or anything happened or anything I wanted to share, I will share in that video. If I wait until I've touched several WIPs, I will forget to share that with you in this video. So that's another reason why I'm glad that I did that playlist. Is I talk about whatever problems I have at that moment, at that time. So anyway, I'm not going to go through all like the start dates and stitch count and all that. If you guys want to know, you could either ask me in the comments, or you could also go back to the playlist and that playlist, Stitch Life Diaries, and I go more in depth with that in that video. So here what it looked like when I last worked on it. And this is what it looks like now. There we go. So I'm pretty sure that I fixed the problem. What I did was, wherever the mistake was, again, see, I forgot already, but if I go back to that playlist, I mention it there. I made a mistake like around here or around here. And what I did was, to stop making further mistakes, I went down a few rows and then I stitched one clean line all the way across. And then once I did that and I recounted and recounted, make sure it's correct, I worked from that line, that row, upwards, so that I could get most of it correct until I get to the mistake. And then I would fudge it in that area. If I fudged it and kept going, I may have just kept making more mistakes and more mistakes. So that has been working out for me. When I make a mistake, I just stop and I go down a few rows and I do that. I stitch all the way across, make sure it's correct, and then work from that row upwards until I get to that mistake. Then I'll fudge it, because I'll know that everything down below it is correct, or hopefully is correct. Doesn't mean that I won't make another mistake, but it's been helping me. So I think it's been working out, and that's what I've been doing with when that problem comes up. Okay, so now this next one is a large one. It is a new beginning. And this, I did not realize had fractional stitches. That causes a problem for me because I don't like fractional stitches. It's not fun. It slows me down, and I really have to think about what I'm doing. So I can't be watching Flosstube or anything. I have to really pay attention to what I'm doing. So when it comes to the fractional stitches, I have to just really pay attention. So this is where I was last time I worked on it. And this is what it looks like now. So I got to the buffalo, yay. And I think he's turning out really nice. I had a tough time with the birds, but I've already gone into that with in my playlist when I was stitching on it, and I'm not happy with it totally, but it's the best that I can do, so that's it. I'm leaving it alone. I'm not going to frog it again. So it is what it is. And I asked you guys, you know, how you do the fractional stitches, if you guys leave it towards the end, or if you do it first, or if you do it as you go along. A lot of you said as you go along. So for those of you who did answer, said that you do the fractionals as you go along. So that's what I'm going to do next time with that one, is just, even though it's going to slow me down, I hate that. I don't want to be slowed down, but oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so the next one I picked up, worked on, was Funny Rabbits by Riolis. And yeah, I had a problem with this one as well, and I do remember, so I can tell you here, for those of you who haven't seen the fourth entry on my playlist. This one here, I had a problem with the flower here. So I'll show you what it looked like when I last worked on it and what it looks like now. This is what it looks like now. I think it's looking beautiful though. I had a problem with that flower there. It a knot formed in the, I made a knot. I don't know how I did it, but I made a knot so close to the fabric too. So I tried to pick out the knot and it wouldn't come out, and so I decided, well, I'm just going to cut it off and redo it. Yeah, I cut it off all right. I also cut the fabric. So one of the squares got cut into, and I had to figure something out because trying to hide it with more stitches around it, it just didn't work. So I went and I just added some buttons, and I added another button so it'll look like I purposely wanted to do that. That I'm not hiding anything, but you guys know that I am. That's all right. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this one. So pretty. I said in my video that I probably won't get back to it until next year, but I don't know, maybe I will stitch on it again this year because I really do like it. It's so pretty. And it would be nice to have it ready for display for next Easter. So I've left my finishes to the end, and it's just Christmas ornaments that I made for my grandchildren. And I got it from a magazine. I'll show you here in a second. But this one is for my first granddaughter. She's about 2.5 years old now. And this one is for the granddaughter that is on her way. She's not here yet, but she will be. And so, yeah, I'm really happy with it. So adorable. And I'm happy with the way I finished it. This one, I think, came out a lot nicer because I centered it pretty good. And this one here is just a little lopsided, just a little crooked, but it's not too bad. For my fourth ever Christmas ornament with cross stitch, I think it's pretty good. It's not bad. So it'll take more practice to get perfect if I ever get there. Who knows? It may never be perfect, but it's okay. I have fun making them. So I got the pattern out of this magazine here. And so it's these little penguin and polar bear characters with the alphabet. So it worked out perfectly because I found this one with the letter that I needed and also the penguin. So it worked out. But there's a bunch of others, and they're slightly different. Like some will have a hat, or some will have little booties, or it's just slightly different. I can't show you them because this is it. This is all that I can show you. The next page, it shows all of them in chart form. So the pattern, obviously I can't show the pattern, but really, really cute. Maybe I can show from far away. You can barely see that, but it's really cute. So I know I'll be making more with that pattern for sure. Okay, I think that is all my shares for today. So tonight I go back to working on, what am I working on that I worked on? Oh my gosh, my memory, not good. I think I forgot because I've looked through all of these. It's made I am working on, oh my gosh, this is terrible. This is what I'm working on. This is what I worked on last night. So it's called Villa in the Forest. So This is what it looked like the last time I worked on it. And this is what it looks like now. So I had said that my goal was to put these trees back here in, and so I did some of it. And I'm having fun with this one, so I'm going to work on it again tonight. And if you guys want to see my progress on it sooner, then check out my playlist, because the playlist, Stitch Life Diaries, because I will be adding a day-to-day, or if it's 3 days or 4 days or whatever it ends up being. If I've got enough stitching done, I will show it the next day. But if not, I'll wait and stitch on it the second day or the third day. It all depends on how much time I have to stitch on my WIPS. And every evening is different. And some days I even stitch on it during the day a little bit, depending on how much time I have. So, yeah, that's all for today. And I'm so glad that you guys decided to visit with me. I so appreciate all your likes and comments and subscriptions. For those of you who subscribe, thank you so much. And for those of you who just visit, I thank you also for visiting. And hope you guys have a lovely week of happy stitching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.